Welcome, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and especially our new students. Please take your seat. We are here today to continue a valued tradition at Western University of Health Sciences that began years ago. The university has many traditions that have evolved over the past 47 years. However, this particular ceremony is significant in that it truly symbolizes our institutional and educational philosophy of educating skilled and compassionate healthcare professionals who excel in science and who are compassionate caregivers. You have my highest regard, and I wish you much success. It is indeed a pleasure to introduce our speakers. Please rise momentarily as I introduce you. Dr. Fong Li, President, California Podiatric Medical Association. Dr. Shadad Saidi, keynote speaker, alumni, class of 2016. Dr. Stephen Wan, professor of podiatric medicine, surgery, and biomechanics. And Dr. Kelly Parks, assistant professor of podiatric medicine, surgery, and biomechanics, alumni, class of 2016. Our CPM faculty are also present to assist you with cloaking of our student doctors. If you could please rise. Thank you for your continued support in welcoming our new class. I'd also like to welcome our distinguished guests from Western University of Health Sciences, Dr. Andrea Giuffrida, Senior Vice President for Research and Biotechnology, who's here representing the University Executive Operations team. And our University Registrar, Dr. Ivan Noe, representing the Provost's office. President Farias Eisner and Provost Krohn both expressed their congratulations, and they wish they could be here celebrating with you today. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Fong Li. If you would like to come up.
Our ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud family members, and most importantly, our remarkable class of 2028. Today is a momentous day, one that marks the beginning of an incredible journey. The white coat you don today is more than just a piece of clothing. It is a symbol of your dedication, your hard work, and your unwavering commitment to becoming a doctor of podiatric medicine. It signifies an entry into a noble profession, one that is rooted in compassion, service, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. As you sit here today, you join a long lineage of podiatrists who have made significant contributions to healthcare, including so many here at Western University, as you see here in your faculty. Your journey ahead will be filled with challenges, triumphs, and countless opportunities to make a difference in the lives of your patients. So remember, every step that you take with every patient that you treat, of course, every patient is not going to be the same, but with every diagnosis you make will be a testament of your dedication and your expertise in your profession. As you embark on this journey in podiatric medicine and becoming a doctor, I urge you to consider the importance of being part of a larger community of professionals who share your passion and your dedication to our profession. So as president of California Podiatric Medical Association, which is currently a state component under the American Podiatric Medical Association, it is my duty to inform you that it is an organization that stands at the forefront of advocacy, education, and professional development for podiatrists in our state. By joining CPMA, you will gain access to a wealth of resources, including continuing education programs, practice management resources, networking opportunities for professional growth and development, and a collective strength of a community that shares your same interests, that is dedicated to advancing our profession and our field. So CPMA works tirelessly to represent the interests of our podiatrists in our state here and nationally. Their advocacy efforts ensure that our profession continues to thrive for our patients to receive the best possible care. Some of the examples of our advocacy over the years and the successes that we had include getting podiatrists back on Medi-Cal. We were taken off years ago, but we're back on it. We are creating a X-ray limited license permit for our medical assistants in our private practices. That is a huge promotion that we're doing right now. We weren't able to do that in the past. We're able to allow podiatrists to be equal partners in medical practices in California. And of course, being able to practice in California, we can treat leg ulcers up to the tibial tuberosity, even as foot and ankle surgeons. So by becoming a member, you are the next generation. Not only will you benefit from the efforts, but also contribute to the collective voice that shapes the future of our profession. As an active student, you are already enrolled in both CPMA and APMA. So in closing, I want to remind you that the journey you're about to take and embarking on is not one you take alone. You have the support of your family, who is all here today, your peers, your mentors, and the broader podiatry community. So please lean on each other, lean on your family, and never lose sight of the passion that has brought you here today. So wear that white coat with pride and honor, embrace the challenges that lie ahead, and always strive to be the best doctor that you can be. The future of podiatry is bright and is in your capable hands in our next generation. So congratulations to the class of 2028. May your journey be filled with success, fulfillment, and profound joy that comes with making your lives of your patients better. Thank you.
So next I'd like to introduce and call upon Dr. Shadad Saidi to the podium. It's a privilege to call Dr. Saidi, who is, when I was a faculty member, was my mentee, and now I get to call him here as a successful colleague. So,
all right. Good morning, everyone. Distinguished faculty, proud families, and most importantly, our soon-to-be physicians. It is a profound honor to stand before you today as we celebrate a milestone in your journey towards becoming healers. Today marks the beginning of your journey into the noble profession of medicine. It's a day filled with excitement, nerves, and perhaps a little confusion as to why white is the chosen color for the profession prone to encountering all things messy. I'm going to share with you here a story that's very close to my heart and was a pivotal moment in my training and made me who I am today as a person and a physician. I'm going to go back to March 3rd, 2017 at 1:05 a.m. There I was on my general surgery trauma rotation. The call comes in that we're receiving a multiple victim trauma call via airlift. I was eagerly awaiting the helicopter to land and had no idea what was about to unfold over the course of my shift. With my heart rate increasing, I heard the helicopter landing, and our entire team began donning personal protective equipment. The doors opened, and the wind from the helicopter rushed in. I see two victims being rolled in on stretchers, quickly learning that they're a mother and a daughter who have multiple gunshot wounds. I was assigned to the bay holding the daughter. I could clearly see the abdominal wounds, and nothing was holding back the profuse bleeding. Within a matter of minutes, we were rolling down to the operating room, with me on the stretcher, my hands trying to hold pressure over top of the wounds to stop the bleeding. We arrive at the operating room, and the attending surgeon begins with a midline abdominal incision. He begins searching for the source of the bleeding, while I am holding large metal retractors to maintain an open field. I see the attending getting frustrated, sweat beating down his forehead, and then immediately goes to the lateral chest wall, making another incision to expose the heart and lungs. By this point, she had lost too much blood. He was manually manipulating the heart to allow for some blood perfusion throughout her body. In this moment, I felt like time had stopped. I could see the lungs stop inflating, and then the heart stopped beating. Confused, I looked at the attending as to why he had stopped and wondered what else could we do. But to my dismay, it was too late. She had passed on right before my eyes. At this moment, I felt at a complete loss within myself. Was there more that we could have done? All these questions are rushing through your head at that moment. Given I was the intern, I was left in the operating room alone with the surgical tech to respectfully close all her incisions. And then I was greeted by the detectives to give them a statement of what had just taken place and prepare the death certificate. I completed everything and went upstairs to give sign out to the incoming residents. I left the hospital at 7:30 a.m. When I got home, I turned on the news to reveal what the backstory was to this tragedy. This was a day that changed me as a person and as a physician. I realized that we can only put our best foot forward when dealing with these difficult cases, but most importantly, to treat every single patient, no matter their ailment, in the most humanistic way possible. As you don these white coats for the first time, you're stepping into a tradition that dates back centuries. This garment symbolizes purity, professionalism, and the trust that society places in you. It also symbolizes the fact that you will soon become experts in removing all sorts of stains from your clothing. Let me give you a quick tip. Hydrogen peroxide will be your best friend. The advantage you have here at WesternU is that you're surrounded by a variety of medical professionals. Make new connections, everlasting friendships that you will cherish forever. Also, make an effort to be closer knit with all of the colleagues within your class. I can't stress this enough. Help each other and grow together. This is not a competition, as we will all make it to the finish line. But it will be much more of an enjoyable experience for you all by working in collaboration with one another. Medicine is an art as much as it is a science. You'll spend years mastering the technical skills required to diagnose and treat patients. But you will also learn equally the art of empathy, communication, and the occasional well-timed joke to lighten the mood. Speaking of jokes, let me share one with you. What is a podiatrist's favorite food? Burritos. Your journey will be filled with long hours, late nights, and copious amounts of coffee. You will develop a new appreciation for power naps and find creative ways to stay awake during those marathon study sessions. And remember, when you're working those long shifts and you start to feel a bit delirious, just think of it as building character, or as I like to call it, advanced patient empathy training. In all seriousness, the road ahead will be challenging, but it will be incredibly rewarding. You will witness the profound impact you can have on people's lives. You'll share in moments of joy and triumph, as well as moments of sorrow and loss. Each patient you encounter will teach you something new, not only about medicine, but about life itself. As you embark on this journey, I urge you to embrace 3 key principles: humility, resilience, and compassion. Humility will remind you that medicine is an ever-evolving field and that there's always more to learn. Resilience will help you navigate the inevitable setbacks and challenges that are ahead. And compassion will ensure that you never lose sight of the human that you're treating. Now, we got to adjust the parents, so this is for the parents. You have been the unsung heroes of this journey. Your endless encouragement, sacrifices, and belief in your children have been the cornerstone of their success. Through late nights, rigorous exams, and countless challenges that lay before them, they will need your constant support and strength. As we witness these remarkable individuals step into the noble profession of medicine, let us remember that their accomplishments are a reflection of your love and guidance. I extend my heartfelt congratulations and deepest gratitude to each and every family member sitting here today. This is as much your achievement as it is theirs. To conclude, let's remember that wearing the white coat is both an honor and a responsibility. It's a symbol that the trust the patient places in you, and it serves as a reminder of the commitment you are making to serve others. And one last piece of advice. Medicine is a team effort. Surround yourself with mentors, colleagues, friends who support and inspire you. Lean on them when times are tough. Celebrate with them when you achieve your goals. Well, now you can also call me, because we're now part of our WesternU CPM family at 702-553 feet. Congratulations, class of 2028. Here's to your journey ahead. May it be filled with knowledge, growth, and just the right amount of humor. Welcome to the next chapter of your journey, where the challenges are great, but the rewards of serving humanity are even greater. I will leave you with this, which was told by one of my mentors when I was at Western here. You, as physicians, will see parts of your patients' bodies that not even their lovers will see. Take that to heart. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dr. Saidi. Now I have the privilege of calling Dr. Stephen Wan to the podium to deliver the history of the white coat ceremony.
Thank you. Good morning, Dean, our esteemed guests, my esteemed faculty colleagues, my colleagues in the administration, and also our beloved staff. You may need us to sign off, but we really know who really runs the college and the university, don't we? I have a son in the service, and he said, the Admiral may ask us our opinion, but he and we know who really, truly runs the Navy, and it's not him. Okay? So, our guests, families, loved ones, and class of 2028. The next few minutes will be directed strictly at you, okay? Dr. Lee has told us what you will encounter once you go into practice and the resources in CPMA to support you and to be your resource. Dr. Saidi gave you a taste of what life could be like in residency and in practice. Intense work, long hours, but it's worth it. Let me fill you in on some of the gaps in between. How do you get from Monday to the first day of your residency, okay? Starting on Monday, you will be known as MS/1, Medical Students 1, okay? Take that seriously because ISOM class comes at you hot and heavy, followed by FOM 1, okay? On Tuesday, I already shared with you what those courses will be like, and it's like drinking from a fire hose. Just don't let the fire hose become a waterfall, right? Okay, so now on to the white coat. We take it for granted that this is the normal rite of passage. No, when I went to medical school, there was no white coat ceremony. It didn't come around till 1989, okay, out of University of Chicago. Why? Because the dean got complaints from the senior faculty that the first year medical students came in baseball caps turned backwards, t-shirts, shorts, and flip-flops, and none of them looked like doctors to be. So the dean said, okay, let's put on a white coat ceremony to remind them to be professional. Well, that didn't quite take. Not until 1993 was the white coat ceremony installed officially, okay? And that started at Columbia Medical School. And at that time, there was a Dr. Arnold Gold and his wife. Dr. Gold was a pediatric neurologist. He and his wife discovered and came to the conclusion that yes, the medical students were learning a lot in technology, knowledge, and skills, but along the way, somehow, the humanistic factor started going by the wayside. So he said, let's find some ways to address that. And what he did was he came up with the ceremony, and it was funded by him and his wife in their foundation called the Gold Foundation. In those days, we swore our oath to our patients and to our profession at graduation. He said, it didn't make sense that way. Let's swear the oath in the beginning, set the pace correctly, set the culture correctly, so that they can go forward not only to learn the knowledge and skills, but also exercise empathy and humanism. Because if you think about it, that's why we want to be doctors, right? Because from here on out, it's no longer about you. It's about your patients. Because let's put it in a business term. Without patients, we are all out of a job, correct? So from here on out, don't forget why you're studying hard, why are you practicing the skills, why are you burning the midnight oil? That's because you want to eventually serve your future patients, starting in your second year, third year, and beyond. Okay? So that's where the humanism and the empathy comes in. But humanism and empathy is not just about saying, I feel your pain. No. Okay? It's about walking a mile in the patient's shoes, knowing why they're coming to see you. Okay? It's also about knowing how to communicate with them, not just with them, but their family members, because they are all scared. Right? Okay. And finally, it's about treating them properly. Okay? So along with the white coat, now you're going to get a taste of what it's like, what's in store, what's waiting for you, what's expected of you. Okay? Now, parents, dads, moms, spouses, significant others. The white coat ceremony also signifies the most difficult rite of passage your loved one can go through. There's nothing tougher than going from college, even grad school, into medical school. It's an entirely different culture. So when your loved one comes home on a weekend and said, hi, I need to go into the room and study, there's a midterm coming up on Monday. Take it seriously, please, okay? Dads, you no longer have the luxury of rapping on his bedroom door and say, hey, come out and watch USC kick the crap out of UCLA. No, those days are gone, okay? Or UCLA kick the crap out of USC. Doesn't matter, okay? Or Michigan with Ohio State, vice versa, okay? And moms, we love you. I grew up with a Tiger mom. But you no longer get to knock on the door and say, hey, I just baked a fresh plate of cookies. Come out and have some. You've been studying too hard. Come out and eat something. You're looking too skinny. Okay? No. Unfortunately, take them seriously. If they say they have to study, they have to study. Okay? All right. So in a few minutes, you're coming up to don your white coat. Wear it with pride. But also know that the lesson behind the white coat was already given to you at home. The golden rule, right? Do unto others. And treat others with caring and compassion. Okay? So the white coat is no longer about bragging. It's about the responsibility that also comes with it. About not only learning and doing your best, but also do it with caring, empathy, and humanism for the sake of your patients. Okay? The white coat ceremony has been so successful coming out of Columbia that after 31 years, it is now embraced in 21 countries around the world. Not only is it in all medical schools, including podiatric medical schools, but also in nursing, pharmacy, PT, the dental, and vision. Okay? So Therefore, it is now a universal signal of a rite of passage. Okay? So, to close, I'll quote one of our former US presidents, Teddy Roosevelt. He said, "Nobody will care how much you know until they know how much you care." Okay? So, welcome to the family, and welcome to the House of Medicine.
I guess I don't have to say, will the students come forward? But will you come forward and introduce yourselves to receive their white coats?
Paula Pinto, Covina, California.
Benson Lynn from Portland, Oregon. Jesse Singh, Anaheim, California.
Maher Vartanyan, Glendale, California.
Stephen Counts, Pure, Arizona.
Tom Mast, Orange, California.
Spencer Chang, Bellevue, Washington.
Samantha Olesker, Thousand Oaks, California.
Ashley Magana, Palos Verdes, California.
James Wong from Virginia.
Juan Sun, Pleasanton, California.
Laureline Smith, Henderson, Nevada.
Alexis Osatohame Amorige, Santa Clarita, California.
Francesca Delara from Mountain View, California.
Jordan Kane from Bend, Oregon.
Casey Tran from San Diego, California.
Sarah Marzouk from Orlando, Florida.
Elizabeth Lee, San Jose, California.
Sarah Serrano, La Crescenta, California.
David Hiron, Bellflower, California.
Letters out, Code Casa, California.
Kung Lu, Garden Grove of California.
Eder Bold Martinez, Thousand Oaks, California.
Kiara Malika, Tarzana, California.
Nathan Yahya from Yemen.
Carolina Herrera, Carnegie, California.
Dia Shaji, Anaheim, California.
Sahar Salah from Anaheim, California.
Iman Syed, Pasadena, California.
Dr. Parks, will you join us to administer the podiatric medical oath?
Good morning, class of 2028. You're going to please stand and read along from your oath card provided in your envelope. Guests may follow along starting on page 11 in the program. And will all faculty, members of the profession, and again, class of 2028, please stand. All right, let's begin. I do solemnly swear on my honor and by all things that I hold sacred, that as a practitioner of podiatric medicine, I shall abide by the following precepts. I shall, above all, hold paramount the welfare of my patient, regardless of fee or favor. I shall neither prescribe nor give any treatment or drug which will be detrimental to their well-being. I shall endeavor to uphold the dignity of the professional way of life, the aims of which are to render public service. I shall hold high the profession's principles and precepts, and I pledge that I shall do everything that I am able to do to promote and to protect podiatric medicine and to aid my fellow practitioners. I dedicate myself in service to the health of humanity, and I hold as my goal the relief of pain and suffering. All right, thank you. You may be seated. Welcome to the CPM family.
Thank you, Dr. Saidi, Dr. Lee, Dr. Wan, Dr. Parks. The administration, faculty, and staff would like to acknowledge and thank all of our guests who are present today. We are truly delighted that the Doctor of Podiatric Medicine class of 2028 is a part of our CPM family. Congratulations. We ask that family members and guests please stay seated until all administration, faculty, and students have recessed out of the room for their class picture. The students will return to celebrate with you momentarily. Again, we are honored to officially welcome the Doctor of Podiatric Medicine class of 2028 to the WesternU College of Podiatric Medicine family and the DPM profession. Congratulations.